Well, good morning. A few weeks ago in his sermon, John talked about GPS when he was on a trip with a bunch of students, and that illustration really resonated with me. One, I was a youth minister for 10 years, and I had many of those same conversations with students. But the thing I like about a GPS, whenever I drive anywhere on a trip, I always have my GPS on, and there are two things that I like about it. One, it tells me where I'm at. It tells me in the scope of my journey exactly where I'm at in that moment. And on my GPS, there's a little marker that says, this is where you're at. And the other thing I like about GPS is it lets me know where I'm going. I can look and it has that destination marked and it has the time it's going to take me to get there. And I'm able to kind of see where I'm at and then put that in the scope of the big picture of where I'm going. And I love that illustration. And I think as we continue to talk about Daniel, one of the things that's evident to me is how God has a bigger plan. And he knows what's coming. He knows what's going to happen from where we're at until that end goal. And he has a plan for us. The question then is, how do we fit in? And I think that can be the hard thing for us, is we get so bogged down in the where we're at and not necessarily knowing how long it's going to take for us to get where we're going and all the things that are going to happen in between where we're at and where we're going. We can get bogged down by all of those things. So I think the thing this morning that would be helpful for us to remember is just the hope that we have in God's plan. For Daniel, the angel Gabriel came to him and he told him a lot of things were going to happen in the future. But the biggest thing was that God had a plan for salvation, a plan to send Jesus, a plan to send Jesus to die for all of our sins, and then that eternal hope of eternity with him. And that's the thing in the midst of our life that we have that can keep us going day after day. And that was the thing for Daniel, that knowing that God had a plan and knowing that God was going to make good on his promise allowed Daniel to make it through a lot of really tough situations in his life. And we can have that same hope, we can have that same assurance, and we can also be assured that God is going to keep his promises for us as well. Just a few things for you to think about. How does knowing that there is hope, a hopeful future, impact your perspective on current challenges? And what aspect of God's plan give you hope today? And then for an action step today, what I want to encourage you to do is reflect on a situation in your life where you need hope. And then pray to God and ask God to reveal his plan and provide assurance for the future. Love you, praying for you, and we'll see you tomorrow.